What up, YouTube? It's your man Boys for Life coming at you with another fucking video. Now, this is something I want to talk about because I find it hilarious. Okay, so yesterday reports came out with Antonio Brown getting traded to the Buffalo Bills. Right after that report, it said fake news from Antonio Brown tweeting this shit out. And everyone went crazy. Everyone was talking about how he's getting traded to the Bills. He's getting, it's laughable because he did it to himself and this and that, whatever. And I totally agree. But I knew once he posted fake news that it wasn't going to happen. Want to know why? Because Antonio Brown is a prima donna already. And you think that him tweeting out that it's fake news, you think that Buffalo wants that to happen? You think Buffalo is going to sit there and be like, well, shit, you know what? We're trading maybe a second, maybe a couple seconds or, a third or something for Antonio Brown, maybe a player. I don't know. It didn't specify what the trade was going to be. It just said Antonio Brown was going to be traded to Buffalo. But you think that when he posted fake news that it ain't happening, you really think that Buffalo wanted to go ahead and go through with this trade and risk a Le'Veon Bell situation, risk Antonio Brown not reporting, not going into play because he don't want to be in Buffalo? Because let's face it, Antonio Brown loves the spotlight. Antonio Brown wants to be me, look at me, even though it's cancer to everything. He's not a team player. Him and Le'Veon Bell want their money. But that's why one's sitting out, one just gained 60 pounds by sitting on his ass. And you really think he's going to be game shape ready whenever? I forget who even signed him, if anybody signed Le'Veon Bell. Can't even remember. It's looking like it may be the Jets or somewhere around there. So one of those teams. And then you have Antonio Brown, who is paying me. I want my money. I want out of this place. And just like NFL savagery, they send you to fucking Buffalo. You want to act a fool, we're going to send you somewhere that you don't want to go. And honestly, I think that when this was going down, he posted fake news and Buffalo backed out, that the Steelers were like, see, look, we can send you somewhere you don't want to be. And now look. We'll send you somewhere you don't want to be because we hold all the power. And we'll send you somewhere you don't want to be if you want to keep acting a fool. This is like putting your child in timeout. Okay? You want to keep acting a fool? Go sit in timeout. Think about what you did. That's basically what happened. You know what? They were going to send in there. If the trade went through, it was going to go down. But now they can use this and be like, look, we don't give a shit where you want to go. You've been talking bad about our team. You've been talking bad about our organization. You want out. We're going to send you somewhere that you don't want to be. Because we have that power to do that. Okay? We're going to go ahead and send you. You can, cry and pout all you want, but we're going to send you somewhere that you don't want to be. Send you somewhere where careers go to die. Is that bad that these NFL owners do that? Is that bad? That this happens? No, I fucking love it. Want to know why? Because these guys go in not winning shit, but because individually they're a great player, they want their money. They put themselves before the team. And I get it. It's a business situation going on. It's a love for the team and a love and business, and it's all about me. It's a double-edged sword, if you will. Okay, that's what it is. It's a double-edged sword. I love my team. I want to win with my team, but you know what? I need my security as well. And there's ways to go about it, and Antonio Brown didn't go about it the right way. Calling out Big Ben, calling out the organization, his coaches, everything. Acting a fool. That's what happens. You want to act like a little bitch? We're going to send you somewhere, and we're going to be petty ourselves. That's why NFL is the only sport that this can happen in. This doesn't happen in basketball. It doesn't happen in baseball. Why? Because there is for baseball, that's why they call it a gentleman's game. A gentleman's game. Not only because what's the word I'm looking for? Because each side gets a turn. No. There's a certain respect when you play baseball. There's a certain way you carry yourself when you play this game. When you play that game, you know? There's a certain way you act. Bryce Harper doesn't act like that all the time. I'm telling you that right now. Philly fans. But there's a certain way you act when you play baseball. You hold yourself, I'm not going to lie, you hold yourself like you're better than everyone else that plays any other sport. Because that's how baseball is played. That's how, you know, that's why it's America's pastime. You hold yourself to a higher standard when you're playing baseball. Basketball, the players got all the power. The players got all the power. They can pick and choose and do whatever the fuck they want to do. Why? Because it was not only LeBron James, but Kareem did it. Matt, you know, all these players did it. You know, these players with power like that, they did it. Football is the only place where you're not guaranteed your money. You know, it's not unless someone wants to do 100, because football is such a contact sport that you can pay someone upwards of, you know, $100 million over 5 years. That's $20 million a year, and they get hurt, and that's $20 million on the books that they're done. They're done. You know, a career-ending season. They're done. They're done. That's $20 million on the books you got to pay. So, I love it. It makes me laugh that this happened to Antonio Brown. It should be a lesson to him. It should be a lesson to Antonio Brown. To be like, all right, you know what? I got to stop acting a fool. This should be an eye-opener. It should be an eye-opener. Be like, look, I'm acting a fool, and you quit my shit, and you get my shit together, and let me ride with this team. At the end of the day, the organization holds all the power. The organization holds all the power in your hand. And depending on how you want to act, depending on how you want to be, they'll treat you accordingly. You want to act like a bitch? All right, man, pack your shit up, go to Buffalo. We're going to trade you to Buffalo. You know? You want to act according, you want to act right? You want to do your job, be respectful? All right, Jimmy Garoppolo, we're gonna send you to a spot where we think you're gonna succeed, but this is where we're gonna get our best deal, and we're gonna send you there. So it is what it is. It makes me laugh. I love what happened. Antonio Brown lucked out, and he's back with the Steelers for the time being. Honestly, I really don't think he's going to get traded. I really think he's not. I think he might tone it down a little bit. But, you know, he does love the spotlight. He does want to be in a market where the spotlight's always there. And when you play in New England, the spotlight's there. It's a quiet spotlight, but it's there because you're always in the Super Bowl. And you're always playing in the AFC Championship game. You're always in the playoffs. There's the Cowboys. I mean, only at the right price, but you know that's not gonna happen. And us Cowboy fans don't want him there, not unless he changes the way he acts. Not unless he changes the way he acts. What other places is there? New York, the Giants. But they already got a head case over there, so I doubt he's going to go there. The Jets, they may not have the spotlight the way the Giants do, but it's still New York. But at the end of the day, he's going to stay in Pittsburgh. At the end of the day, he's going to be there until his contract's up. I don't think he's going to get traded. I really don't, because there's not a lot of teams after him because of how he acts. So that's all I got to say on that situation. Another thing that I want to talk about is the whole David Irving quitting. This needs to be an eye-opener for Jerry Jones. An eye-opener. And why do I say that? Because he keeps giving these guys with head cases chances. Pac-Man. I mean, he did all right. Who else? Greg Hardy. He was out after a year. Randy Gregory over and over and over and over. And somehow Jerry Jones still thinks that he's going to play. You really think that after being suspended 4 times, because of substance abuse, that he's going to be given this chance to come back in week 1? If Ezekiel Elliott with no proof, with a bunch of lying motherfuckers on the other end, and proven that they lied about Elliott beating some woman, and he still got suspended 6 games. You really think that when there's proof in the pudding with Randy Gregory, being tested and whatnot, you really think that when there's proof there, he's gonna play? No. And with David Irving just up and quitting like that, quitting on the fucking team, nah. You want to know what happened to David Irving? This is what happens. I see it all the fucking time. All the fucking time I see it. When I played sports, when I played in high school, not so much high school, but when I played in college and being around it all my life, this is what I saw happen. You get complacent and you quit. You get complacent. You think you're better than Actually, this is what happens. You become too big for your britches. Okay? You go out there and you make plays and you look like a stud. You play like a stud. But you have the mindset of a fucking teenage kid. And it's just always, I know. And you don't become coachable. And you think you know what's best all the time. And now look at David Irving quitting because he wants to smoke weed. Really? Really? Look, I used to be a big pothead. Used to be a big pothead in my day. Used to smoke all the time. I haven't touched this shit since I was 20 years old. I'm 30 now. I haven't touched this shit since I was 20 years old. Why? Because I went and out looked for a big boy job. My dad was going to help me get in with the government, and I stopped. I stopped smoking because, you know what? It can't put that on him, and I'm not going to make myself look stupid. Okay? And then ever since then, I found my own way, and they drug tested my job, so I don't do it no more. I haven't touched this shit in 10 years. Why? Because I got responsibilities that I got to take care of. So, no, to all the people out there that have never done it, it's not bad. It's not addictive. Even though people want to say it is, it's not addictive. The only side effects are happy, sleepy, hungry. Okay? It's a natural plant that grows from the ground that our Lord and Savior put here. Okay? He put here for us to smoke. It takes away pain from your body. That's what it does. That's what it does. But people who aren't in pain, the only side effects are happy, sleeping. I remember when I used to smoke, I would be laughing for hours. I'd be hungry as fuck. The only bad thing is I eat up all my cereal in my whole dorm room. That's it. I eat up all my fucking cereal and I'd sleep. And I'd wake up pissed off because I didn't have no more food. Because I ate it all. That's about it. There ain't nothing wrong with weed. Okay? There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's not addictive. It's not none of that shit. So this whole David Irving bullshit is just bullshit. Guy wants to act like a child and think like a child, but wants to be a grown man, but no, that's not how this shit works. You got responsibilities. You got to put your big boy pants on, go to work every day. But it is what it is. This needs to be an eye-opener for Jerry Jones and stop bringing in dudes like this. Because I'm getting tired of it. Look, we have had a promising defense. Starting with DeMarcus Lawrence on that off defensive line. Gregory finally coming into his own on the other side. I would have given him a year or two and he would have been prime ready. Only thing we need to do was get ourselves a defensive tackle. Because I don't trust Crawford. Don't trust David Irving. All we need to do is get us some DTs. Our secondary was coming along. We have the best linebacking core in the NFL. That defense was showing promise. Top tier Super Bowl defense. And now look at this. Piece by piece, little by little, it's getting chipped away on the front line right there. On the defensive side. It's a shame. It's a fucking shame the way these guys act. I'm out. Peace.